But first at 11, the National Hurricane Center says Tropical Storm Fred has just formed. South Florida is in the storm's possible path. Right now, there are warnings for Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands.
And let's get right to WPTV First Alert Chief Meteorologist Steve Weigel. And Steve, we now got a named storm at this hour. Any other big changes from the 11 p.m. update?
Yeah, we're starting to see a shift more toward the north. The low-level center forming tonight just to the south of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and that low-level center getting a little bit better organized, a little vertically stacked, we call it, into the atmosphere. There's a look at the storm tonight. There's Puerto Rico, and this one's just about 40 miles to the south of that and tracking toward the west at about 17 miles an hour. The center is now to the north of all of this convection, but as this storm continues to push toward Dominican Republic and Haiti, it is expected to gain a little bit of strength. Right now the wind's at 40, expected to be 45 by tomorrow morning, and then cutting across the north coast of Haiti with winds of 40, so weakening a little bit on Thursday, and then tracking along the north coast, but a little more over water in this case because the track has adjusted a little farther north, which should keep at least the center, the core of the storm over open water rather than a lot of interaction with the coastline of Cuba. There's Saturday 8 p.m. This is roughly the closest approach to our area, about 150, 160 miles away, and then it tracks up into the northern Gulf on Saturday night and Sunday. Peak winds and rain for us should be Saturday night through about sunrise on Sunday, but it is going to be a soggy weekend for South Florida. It's a very disorganized system even through the next 4 to 5 days, with wind gusts around 40, maybe 45 miles an hour at times, some stronger gusts in some of those cells. Tropical storm watches in effect and warnings too. There's a probability of seeing tropical storm force winds. Those are winds at 40 or above, still around 5 to 10%. Not impressive, but you can see a little farther to the west and south. Key West at 20 now. They're slowly climbing. Here's the timeline. So later Friday into Friday night, some of the first rain squalls working in. They really pick up on Saturday and Saturday night. We're looking at several inches of rain. I think flooding could be a big issue here on Sunday and Monday with persistent training rain cells and some of the models picking up on 5 to 10 inches of rain. That 10-inch bullseye just to the south down around Miami. If we get numbers like that, we are looking at a pretty significant flood threat here too. More on this and the weekend forecast coming up.